Dun, dun, dun. What's up, world? This is Comedy Snacks, June 18th. Welcome. We're going to have some bite-sized, fantastic, quick comedy slamming at you this week. I'm supposed to have a co-host. She was under the impression until about 5 to 10 minutes ago that she was still Zooming these shows from her bedroom. So I've been trying to get her out. She's really that difficult. She will still be coming by. Hopefully we can still fit her in for a set, so don't worry, that's Jessica. So hopefully everybody's week's been good. We're slowly doing more things outside and stuff like that. That's been interesting and fun. Hopefully you guys are getting out more. Because this week we're going to be a little quicker with the show, I'm not going to waste too much time here. I'm just going to kind of get our comics on the way. I want to bring first up to the stage a good friend of mine. Let me start off by lowering the mic for him. I'm just going to give it up here. Give it up for my friend here, Jaron Drew.
Easy. That's how smooth I am with the rap. Yeah. First things first here, I'm Jaron, Filipino, so, I had to be an altar boy when I was a kid. Not by choice. It was more like a Filipino daycare. My parents weren't like so rich, so, my babysitter was Father McCaleb. I was altar boy, and not by choice. I would put altar boy. I had to put altar boy on my resume because I had no experience. I had no job prior, so I put altar boy on my resume, and the interviewer goes, "Yo, what did you learn about being altar boy? What was the experience you gained?" I was like, "Well, sir, what I learned was that old men are too comfortable with kids, and I learned that old men give really good hand jobs." So he's looking at my resume. He's like, "Hold on, you went to church on 33rd, Father McCaleb?" I'm like, "Yeah." "Reverse hand job?" He's like, "Yeah." "All right, you're hired." So I got hired, and I'm a manager at Burger King. Cool. This is weird. Yeah, but altar boy. Yeah, I have a very religious family. Very religious. My grandma would have a plethora of Jesus toys and whatnot. So one day I had my Rex on one hand and Jesus on the other. I was like, "Yo, grandma, which one came first?" And she shot the Gucci slipper at me. She's like, "Yo, shut the foot!" That's punishment. She would shoot slippers. I knew I was in big trouble because it was a Gucci slipper. Like Filipinos, the magnitude of trouble you're in depends on the type of slipper they throw at you. If it's a regular Payless slipper, it's something small, not washing the dishes. But if they shoot a Gucci slipper, oh man, you did something stupid, ask a question, what came first, Rex the dinosaur or Jesus? Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I remember walking in the aisle, with a cross, and people looking at me like I was responsible for their prayers. It's I'm not the messenger. You guys killed him a long time ago. Yeah, I'm not even I'm not even I'm not even a messenger in this business called church. Yeah. You guys ever get drunk and go on Facebook Marketplace and start negotiating items? One time I was on the Facebook Marketplace and I woke up the next morning with $300 worth of stuff, and I checked my bank account. I only spent $100. So, yeah, that's what I do. I get drunk and negotiate in Facebook Marketplace. Cool. Let's do it. Yeah, I came from Calgary and just on vacation. I saw a sign. The sign said, "Best chicken wings in the world." And I went inside the restaurant. I saw a bunch of Aaron's, Calvin's, saw a bunch of Aaron's, Calvin's, and I was like, "There's no way this is the best chicken wings in the world." Now, if I saw a bunch of Tyrone's, Jamal's, the people that police don't like, then I'd be like, "Yeah, it's probably the best chicken wings in the world." Then I saw a bunch of, like, if a Caleb said, "Yo, I know the best shooting range in the world," then I'd be like, "Yeah, it's probably the best shooting range in the world." Caleb invited me to a shooting range, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck? What are we doing here? We're out of school." Yeah, stupid. I don't know. How am I on time, my friends? Yo, what happened to the ambiance? What happened to the popcorn and all the dope items? I was ready to eat that just for the jokes. Cool. Facebook Marketplace. Oh yeah, restaurants are now opening up, except Filipino restaurants, because Filipino restaurants you eat with your hands. So we'll be the last ones to open up, pretty much. All right, cool. That's what's up. This felt good. Thank you guys. Take it easy. Watch this. Oh yeah.
All right, give it up, Jaron Drew. Listen to the crowd. Woo! Yeah, this week, short a host and short our props, Jaron. Sorry. He would have done more time for you if he could sit up here and eat popcorn. But yeah, we had to take those away. Comedians didn't know how to keep their filthy hands off it. Robert Pang. Anyway, bring it to the stage. This next comic, I'm a huge fan. You will be too. Give it up for Walter Tenhav.
A little low for me now. That's better. Actually, maybe I will take it out of the thing. Oh boy, this is interesting. Doing comedy to a mostly empty room. I'm very comfortable with that. It's what I usually do. Oh, the social distancing thing is kind of starting to ease off, which is kind of nice. I mean, I never really noticed a difference. People usually give me a wide berth anyway. I thought it a little bit weird. The people who have been cleaning up in this COVID thing have been the people making signs. Like, all the restaurants have, "We're open for takeout." People make those signs, all these little vinyl things you see on the ground. 2 meter distancing, guys. You gotta make sure. Do you know what 2 meters is? It's this far. You know? But then they get a little bit crazy. I mean, I went to the dump. It said 2 meters social distancing at the dump. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't just go up and hug a stranger at the dump? It's all the little simple pleasures this COVID thing's taking away, you know? Don't get to hug people at the dump. You don't get to go out for drinks with your friends. You don't have to go for dinner. Don't get to lick every keyboards at work. It's not the same, you know? I'm at home. I can lick my own keyboard. It's not as satisfying. I've been pretty fortunate. We've been pretty fortunate. You know, there's a lot of people who have been having a hard time financially because they haven't been able to work. Some people are doing better financially because they haven't been able to work and be getting that CERB money. But I've been lucky. I've been working from home. The wife has also been working from home. You know, we're in our own little places. It's kind of worked out pretty well. I am going to have to make a complaint to HR, though, because the sexual harassment's been through the roof. No, it's not been bad. A lot of people, you know, all these questions. What is COVID teaching us, and what has COVID taught us, and when are things going to come back to normal, and what's normal going to look like? And I'm sitting there, I'm like listening to all this, and I'm like, the only question I have is, why don't toilets have pedals? I mean, I have a garbage can in my kitchen. It has a pedal. I walk over, I press the pedal, the thing opens. I do what I need to do. I walk away, it closes. I don't have to have someone screaming at me from the bathroom, "Put down the toilet seat!" And it's not even the wife. We've never had that issue. We've never had that fight. No. It's my daughter screaming at me, storming out of the bathroom down the hallway. "I just sat in the bowl." Oh, well, you're a fucking moron. You don't have eyes? You have eyes, right? Do you just walk into anywhere? Do you miss the couch periodically? I don't think so. But why don't toilet seats have pedals? I mean, really, what's the difference? You step on the thing will pop up. You could just use it, and then when you walk away, it'll be fine. I don't get it. I mean, and the whole argument's stupid anyway, because it's like, what takes more effort? Bending down and lifting it up, or knocking it down so it falls? I mean, have you ever reached up, you come into a bathroom, and you go and you grab the toilet seat, and you're like, "That's wet. Well, I'm here now. You lift it up. You're like, oh, that's blood. Oh, it's not even fresh. Yeah. My wife is watching. She's going to kill me when I get home. Oh, yeah, no, my kid's been having a hard time. She's amongst the class of 2020. So she's graduating this year from high school. And she's missed out on a lot of stuff. The school tried to accommodate for that, but, it's not the same, right? So she's been a little mopey at home, so you have to give her some extra love, right? But it gets a little bit tedious because she's been home with us for a couple of months. And it's like, Daddy, I need a hug. I'm like, sweetie, I gave you a hug like 48 seconds ago. I need another one. All right, fine. Give her a hug. It's like, oh, okay, is that enough? All right, go. Can you put on a bra, please? You've ruined Jell-O cups for me. Can't handle this. Oh, but yeah, the whole everyone being stuck at home and being bored and etc. Whatever. People posting stupid shit on Facebook. As a natural introvert, I've been preparing for this. Shut the fuck up. You know what introverts do? They don't fucking tell people shit. That's what introverts do. You're not an introvert. You're a twat. My favorite, somebody posted a thing, I'm so bored, I just finished Pornhub. It's like, oh, okay. I'm not going to go to your house with a black light. Jeez. Oh, man. Pornhub. Before all this started, I was thinking about posting some videos to Pornhub. Yeah. My wife was not impressed by this idea. She was, she got downright angry. She was upset. And I'm like, I don't know why. She wasn't going to be in them. And I told her that, and she did not find this any consolation. She started maybe even a little bit crying, and I'm like, honey, comedy videos, comedy. I mean, let's be honest, anything that I post to Pornhub, it's going to get a big laugh. I may as well be intentional, She's like, oh, that's what you want? Those are the kind of fans you want? Perverts? Well, yeah. There's millions of them. I mean, let's be honest. They ain't got much to do. They've got very low standards. And if you tell them to go fuck themselves, they're way ahead of you. Yeah, no, we've been, it's been interesting. We've been stuck at home. And the wife's kind of gotten a little bit stir crazy, we can't go out, we can't go on vacation, all these things. And she's kind of trying to make up for it romantically, if I were to put it that way. She actually came to me one night and said, hey, you want to try bondage? I was like, oh, that I need to make sure this isn't a trap. Sorry, when you say bondage, you mean the thing where I tie you up and then I do whatever I want? She's like, yeah, whatever you want. I'm like, is this a real whatever I want? Or is this one of those, where do you want to go to eat? Wherever you want. What do you want to watch? Whatever you want. No, honey, it's whatever you want. I'm like, okay. So I tied her up. I blindfolded her. I gagged her. And then I played Call of Duty for 4 hours. Bondage is fucking awesome. Anyway, that's my set. Thank you.
Oh, your mic condom. I don't want to touch it. It's so scary.
Do we have a second to read out some YouTube comments?
All right.
All right, Holly Brown, during that set, said, ew, I fell into the toilet. Just put it down. I might kill someone tonight.
The pedal is amazing. I think that's just a great idea. It's fantastic. It just doesn't make sense to do it any other way. Anyway, yeah, let's keep this show moving on. If you want more toilet humor, I'm just kidding. But the next comment coming up, super funny dude, super happy to have him. Make sure you catch this live right now. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Aaron Aria.
That's my time.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. That was funny. I would be that a privileged kid. Guess that's me. That was great. Thanks, Aaron. So my co-host finally showed up. Woo! Super happy. She's here. Definitely, I love catching her set every time, so I was so happy she came in anyway. Please give it up for Jessica Pajou.
Oh no. Hello everyone, sorry I'm late. I forgot that there was a world outside my apartment. I've been stored up with 12 bananas in a smoothie maker and I've been having a wonderful time. I don't know how I want food from now on. I just know that I want it to be a liquid. I gave myself a haircut yesterday, which I have found to be the #1 best way to make people compliment your haircut. Insofar as I do not look like I was struck down by a hedge trimmer, I'm just getting complimented left and right. They're like, well, you did that all without professional help? You don't look like a 12th thumb cripple did it. Good for you. Going off of what Aaron was saying, we also have my people have a specific dating app that's all for us. It's called the Families tab on Facebook. I'm originally from Alberta, rural Alberta, but I've been trying to keep up with the professional hippie aesthetic out here on the coast. So recently I got myself a Bluetooth headset. So now every time I want to take a phone call, I just pop it in my ear and boom, I look like a business casual schizophrenic. I scared a lot of people in Whole Foods today holding an intense conversation by myself in the produce aisle. Yes, mother, I hear you. I hear and I obey. People see me at 7 o'clock on a Monday morning having a fight with myself on the bus and they think, wow, Canada is a country where anyone can succeed. 5 different carefully coordinated shades of purple and a polka dot bow tie. Just what I expect from the smart, sophisticated mental patient on the go. Sorry if I laugh at my own jokes. It's not only it's a natural and anxious reaction. But the worst part is that there's always a slight pause. Like it took me a couple seconds to get it. I should probably state for the record that I am genuinely mentally ill. But I don't really mind when non-mentally ill people use mental illness terms a tad loosely. Like, oh my God, my mom is like totally bipolar. She can never make up her mind. And I mean, the reality of bipolar disorder is a constant roller coaster between wanting to die because life is meaningless and buying 300 pounds of lace doilies off the internet because when the doily market rebounds, you're gonna make a fucking killing. Just slaloming between mania and depression like an Olympic athlete. But yeah, sure, Stacy, your mom's also kind of a bitch. That joke originally said Karen, but I've come to the conclusion that it's now a tad passé. I don't want to be stereotyping a noble people. The Karens. And if you were to, I actually have quite a few different mental illnesses. And if you were to ask me which one was my favorite, which is a question no one asks, I would definitely say the autism. Anxiety can fuck right off, but autism is genuinely fun. Think about it. Anytime I'm feeling sad, I just remember that trains exist. All you suckers need lives and careers and romance and success. All I need is a pass onto the SkyTrain. The moment of brief, tender joy as you look into the eyes of your firstborn child for the first time is roughly equivalent to how I feel every time I take the bus. ADHD is okay. I mean, last week I ate a 12-ounce scented candle. Now my mouth tastes like a Glade plug-in, and every time I burp, I smell lilac. My roommate, my best friend, was in the room with me when I did it. Didn't say a thing. Didn't ask a single question. He just watched me do it. Later, he told me, well, I thought that when you were ready to tell me what was going on, you would let me know, which is officially way too accepting. Like normalized mental illness or whatever. But there is a line, and that line is a grown-ass adult eating a wax knick-knack in a fugue state. I'm done talking now, so I'm gonna leave. My condom. I need this for when I get ready to talk to some chicks.
All right. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. I love hearing your set. How you guys doing? You guys still with us? We're almost done. We're almost done. Woo! I can hear you all out there in the virtual land. I know I can. I'm going to try to tell a few jokes this week instead of just hosting all the time. I'll be quick. Don't worry. Don't leave it just yet. Let me pull up my awesome jokes. The world is evolving huge, don't you think, this year? Like, we're definitely in a stage of some sort of evolution. And it's about time. Like, when was it's been a long time since we had a new calendar, like 2020 years actually, since the last time we started telling time, because some dude was crucified to a cross, born from a virgin in a barn. So I think it's time that we altered that. Like next year, let's start next year with 1 AR, just after revolution. Like, I think it's time we start telling time like that. Let's see. Oh, back tattoos. I want to talk about back tattoos. I love tattoos myself. I really do, and I get them. I want to get more, but rather spend money on drugs right now. But I never understand back tattoos. Like, I get tattoos because I want to see them and look at them and stuff, but when was the last time you had a good look at your back? Like, I know people with huge, elaborate back tattoos, and I'm like, they're cool and stuff, but unless you're walking behind me and I have my shirt off, it's not getting noticed by anybody. Like, I'd have to keep a picture of it in my wallet. You got any tattoos? Yeah, check this one. And then I'd show it, like, you know, this is my tattoo that I never get to look at. So I wouldn't get tattoos in places I can't see, like my back or my feet. So thanks, Jessica. Woo! I'd have to I'd attach a mirror to a selfie stick just to look at my tattoo. I don't want to go through that trouble, man. I pay a lot of money for those. Oh, this is a new fun one too. Did you guys know that rigor mortis is 2 words? I always assumed rigor mortis was 1. I've never had to write it. I don't believe in anything. You know, I've never had spell check be like, no, that's not right 15 times. And until like I had to Google it. And the reason I had to Google it, okay, listen, I'm not writing things. Let me put some context to this. So I'm talking to this girl, and I'm smooth. I tell you, I'm smooth when it comes to the chatter, talking to women. And I thought this would be a good line. I feel like a part of me has died since I met you. She's obviously replied, and I could hear the worry in the text, like, why and how and what's going on? And I just thought of the clever line of, since I've been talking to you, my dick has felt like it's had rigor mortis. I'm smooth. But I kept typing it, and it just wouldn't work. And so I had to Google it, and it is 2 words, rigor and mortis. When in my life am I going to use the word mortis? I can't imagine at any time. So I thought that was interesting. Yeah, that's all. I might get some heat for this one. Man, is anybody out there think like me and infants, newborns are really ugly? Jessica's always got my back. like a back tattoo. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, let me put the time frame in it when a baby finally starts looking presentable. I'll even use parent time. Let's say anything before 18 months. Don't show it. Don't be posting your Facebook photos. Like, I feel like there should be a cover on any baby under 18 months. Like, you know, for those violent videos on Facebook, you have the clicked on cover. It's just an eyeball that's crossed out. It's like, this is a picture of a baby, an infant. So if you want to see it, you have to click it. That'd be a lot more better. Like, come on. That's what I need to use. Warning. Yeah, this photo contains a baby. And I like to refer to any of those babies within those first 18 months as post-fetus. That's their stage in life until they become presentable. I'll finish off with this little something here. I recently moved, well, I didn't recently, I guess a year and a bit now, moved from Toronto, like Aaron was mentioning himself. I know, hold your applause. What a shitty hockey team. But, you know, it's a lonely life for someone who took that trip, you know, and I made the move out here to follow this comedy dream. But, you know, the society has a way of rubbing that loneliness into you. You know, like, they're constantly reminding you. Like, there's this thing now, well, they've had them for a bit, but carpool lanes? Like, think about it. Like, it's just society's way of saying, like, you know how you're lonely? Yeah, do it for longer now. Just, you know, sit in traffic and think about how lonely you are while people with friends and loved ones just whiz by you. Yeah, it's a sad life. But anyway, comedians know. Anyway, that's my time, guys. I just wanted to point out we are coming live from the Havana Theatre here. Check them out online. And also, we'll be here next week, same time. I want to give a thanks to my comics tonight, Jaron Drew, Walter Tenhalf, Aaron Arya, and Jessica Pai. Drew, myself. This has been Comedy Snacks. Tune in next week. Love you guys. Have a great week.